Lunar Year is here, and mobile games like Lily's Garden, Dream Blast, or even Toon Blast are definitely on it to make it work. So why are those offers actually doing so well, and what we can learn from it? First, like monetization, why does it need actually pop up? So usually it answers those questions, like if I have a drop in user spending because there is not enough excited content, the engagement is dropping as well because people are just getting bored about doing the same mechanic, or even having a FOMO, like when you are really in love with the games, you really want to have more limited time deals, and it's actually what we are going to see. So what we will see in this video is all the festive themes that are actually out there. I focused in Japan, even if we know that Lunar Year is not actually widely celebrated. It's still celebrated in some communities, and we are going to focus on those. The bundle discounts, the time limited deals, and also how the psychological trigger are actually increasing the perceived value of each offer. So stay tuned and watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Hello, so today we are going to review the average revenue per user in Japan of Toon Blast, Dream Blast, but also Lily's Garden. There is big change, especially with Instant App. For a long time, puzzle game have been focusing on Google a lot, and nowadays they began actually to spend more on incentivized traffic. And we see a decline in the traffic, but an increase in the user value thanks to those different techniques. So, as you can see here, the LTV is absolutely stunning for Toon Blast. There is a two other one following Dream Blast and Lily's Garden working on it, but the ARPU is actually insane. If we take the Lunar Year, here we can see on Merge, on Lily's Garden, we see there is a festive season deal that you can have. So you have several offers at $4 and $8. If you do 8 times the ARPU, you can see it's expected to 20% and 40% return on investment. So it's quite a really aggressive and good deal for scaling user acquisition. And there is also Dream Blast doing this kind of overhaul of deals that basically aim to engage the user with the Lunar deal. So here you can see on my dash, so there is the traffic that is decreasing. There is less and less install in Japan for puzzle games, but the LTV keeps increasing, which is absolutely amazing, meaning that people actually in the game, payers are paying even more, and this increase actually the market value of puzzle games through in-app purchases, as the overall revenue of the category in Japan is actually increasing. So here I took Dream Blast, Lily's Garden, and also Toon Blast in order to see the deals. I selected the holiday pop-up on App Magic, so I can actually see what's going on and really being targeting focus on this event that they are doing as a seasonal event. And you can see it actually the kind of offer that they are doing. You can also check when they released it. So here you have the release date. It's quite new, as you can see, January 25. It's a full screen offer where you have limited in time usually offer, but also some battle pass, some pass in order to get engaged with the mini event that is going on in the game. So if we check the store, there is nothing particular to add. There is no, outside of maybe they are using custom product page, there is no special campaign that we can see in Japan. There is like the usual screenshot in landscape for Android and iOS as well. It's localized in Japan actually, so quite good as well, and effective for them to localize part of the text. The pop-up test is not actually localized, and you can see that Japan is still one of the main markets revenue-wise and on the download side. But we will see just after that the top grossing versus top free games ranking is changing a lot actually for those puzzle games. especially as they are changing their user acquisition type, going more into incentive, reward traffic, driving less volume and more quality, and this make them decrease their ranking on the top 3 games. So here we are checking the Japan Lily's Garden Google Play Store. We see that there is a little drop, same for iOS. And let's check now the downloads to see how it is going. So on AppMagic, it's super easy to do it, and you can see you have several spikes, maybe even some app bursts in the store, but at the end of the day affected slightly the ranking. But in order to see it, let's check several things. So here we have revenue and download, so we can see what's actually going on in Japan. And the curve seems to be declining revenue-wise. So still interesting to have a look at how it is going to better understand all the KPI and all the evolution of the data. What I like to do is as well to check the featuring score and also the ranking, because featuring, of course, is going to drive more downloads but lower quality. And we know puzzle games are highly featured. I think they are the favorite one of Google and Apple to get featured. So this can also explain spike in install without a significant spike in revenue. So here we see the change in ranking top grossing versus top 3 is massive, and this affected differently the revenue. So here definitely worth to have a look if the revenue strategy is affecting positively the ranking versus the download strategy that is going to more likely affect the top 3 games category. Okay, so let's go back on AppMagic. So here they are saying that they have a $16 tier 1 ARPDAO. I actually saw when I exported the data, they had a $20 ARPDAO, which was really interesting if we take their offer, because they had a $4 and around $8 offer, meaning 20% return on ad spend and 40% if the user actually convert. So what's really convenient is that you can see all what they made on the UI style on the store. I was looking to see if they had any change on the icon or anything on the linear link here, but it sounds like they didn't made it, at least yet, on that front. So it's really in-game content, so re-engagement of existing player rather than user acquisition, I imagine, for new user. Great, so here we can see it really well, the offer that they have. I really like to see as well the one of Toon Blast that is stunning with a 90% off discount. It's really cheap offer actually, with a time limited offer that is a best practice for monetization pop-up, to have this kind of timer. So you create a FOMO in the user and they are really keen to buy actually now. So it's really used a lot. I was checking their store to see if they did any change or any specific thing. I didn't saw anything specific. I just checked also their feature and app page to see how it's going. For them, it's massive. They have a significant amount of users that drive actually up really well their revenue, thanks to simple featuring. So kudos to them to have that much featuring. They also are making a lot of change and regular change on their pricing. You can see they're changing the 22, 24, 25. That is really massive. And they also, of course, charges in a local currency. That makes total sense for Japan. The ARPDAO is at $18 actually, according to AppMagic. That is really interesting, because when we check the revenue per the download, it's actually higher in Japan due to all the revenue and value that is created there with a really big whale market. Okay, so let's check now Toon Blast, how it's going on the download. So it's the same story. They've been doing a lot of instant traffic. So the revenue is climbing up and the downloads are a bit slowing down, which is overall what we see on the puzzle category. So it's not really changing a lot. And on the top 3 and top grossing chart, it's also moving quite a bit. And if I check only Japan, I can actually see that it was down, that it moved up massively since December. So kudos to them. I think it's a really good example on how you can rank up with a proper strategy after you have a little down. Great. So here it's really convenient for me to watch it on AppMagic. I think special offers are really important, especially as puzzle game have an insane LTV, especially for payers, and you want new payers, but also to re-engage your existing payer. And it is actually what you can do with the in-app pop-up and all the live up effort that you can do. So here we can't say really it's a local offer because Japan is not entirely celebrating the lunar year, but it's still additional content that people may be interacting with and highly engaged. So a reason as well to then, like send a push notification to make the user come back and have something fresh that people are excited to play and come into your games. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to subscribe and see you soon in Rosin Society.